What's happening, family? Dr. Joe here. Hope each of you are well and blessed. Happy Wednesday afternoon. This is the second day of the month of November, and I hope everyone is feeling fantastic. I'm glad you guys are here. Let me tell you what this is, and so no one's time is wasted. I'm Dr. Joe, the author and founder of the 40 Turn Up Journey 3.0 Plus process. On tonight's presentation, I'm going to be sharing with all of you who desire to be a part of the 40-Day Turn Up 2023. However, you have not been invited, you don't know an affiliate or have an affiliate, I'm going to give you insight as to how to be a part. However, that's going to be the last thing that I do. There are a couple of things that I want to share because I wanted to be certain that tonight's content is conducive for all individuals. Not only individuals who want to be a part, but individuals who have registered. So first and foremost, I'm going to start promptly at about 6 o'clock. This presentation will only be probably about 30 to 40 minutes. I'm going to let you know exactly what we're working with, and I'm going to give you clear instructions on what to do and how to be a part. And I'll do that very, very soon. So first and foremost, I want to welcome each of you. Now, as we are waiting to get started I'm getting so many spam phone calls. You guys got to forgive me. As we're waiting to get started, for those of you who have already registered and you are looking forward to this particular process, let me know where you're from and I'll shout you out and then we'll get started. Let me know in the comment section, everyone. I also want to shout out all of my amazing individuals who have come through the process or who are actually in the process. What you all are getting ready to do is something that is different than anything you've ever tried. If you've ever gone on a diet, if you've done this or that, this is not that. This is not a diet. Whatever you've done, you've never done this, and you will see what makes it special very soon. Okay. Carlos from Columbus. We have Tania from Cincinnati. Linda. All right. Vita from Plymouth, Michigan. All right. Javon from Virginia Beach. Sonia from Philly. We've got Lindia from Vegas. The Life Doctor. All right. I just saw it, where to go. From Connecticut. All right. To Shell. All right. Know who you are. Demita says, I came through the process last October and I'm still on the journey. Amazing. Shout out to you, Demita. We got Renice from the ATL Neighbors. Dr. Angel Shaw, Journey 3.0 and Warrior, here trying to ensure 2 spots. Had tech issues. Well, we got Miss Bridget, Coach Bridget, all the way from California. See, I know my people. Landy, shout out. Yeah. Look at this informative individual. His queen. Yes, it's an amazing process. Just be obedient with instructions. No tricks or gimmicks. All right. All right, gang, it's 6 o'clock on the dot. Let's get right into it. Now, I know a lot of you are waiting for, hey, how do I become a part? But before I get to that, I need to tell you something else first. The first thing that I want you to understand is nothing you've ever experienced is like this. This is a very, very special process that we have. This is something that is divinely inspired. This is something that is different than anything you've ever experienced. So that's the first thing that I want you to know and to understand. The second thing that I want you to understand is this is not a weight loss program. If you want a weight loss program, there are several things that you can do. This is not one of them. All right. The true value of what this is worth, you could not afford it, which is the reason why it is a free process. Let me be specific to that. When I say it's free, there's no charge. And I've never charged people, and we've never charged people to come through this said project, this said process. All right. The $10 that you paid was an administrative fee, because when you're dealing with thousands of people, as we are, you can't have that with two people with a notebook and a piece of paper. You have to buy technology, you have to buy systems, you have to do automations that cost. All right. So please understand, the $10 that you paid was a registration fee, but the process is free. The reason why this process is sustained is because people who come through it sow their seeds into it. I'm 100% independent. I'm not underwritten by a corporation. I'm not propped up by any type of government, by any type of group. All right. What sustains this are people, mostly my own people, Black people. All right. So understand that the reason why I'm in this lane is because of being a pastor. I got tired of preaching funerals of people who were dying from preventable illnesses. And being that I'm a person who was once obese, I was able to understand that the reason why I had many type of issues with food addictions, etc., was because of spiritual and emotional issues. When I learned that and addressed those things and allowed my change to be holistic, it is what gave me the blueprint to create what this process is. All right. So that's what you're here, and that's what you're going to do. Now, let me tell you, all right. And I know you guys may be excited, you may be wanting to know the information, but just do me a favor and don't rush me, and just please hear me out. I'm the type of person, I'm very, very efficient with my words and time. I'm not going to waste anybody's time. I'm not sitting up here to belabor. I'm not going to be late. Before I go any further, I want to give a big shout out, because there are a lot of individuals who are working hard to accommodate the amount of people that we have. I've got an amazing team of people who are doing amazing things, and I want to give a big shout out to them. Later on, you guys are going to learn more about them, okay? You'll learn more about them. So what makes this special? Why does this work? Why is it that what we do here is the world's greatest transformational process? The reason why is because when people are trying to change, change has to be holistic. Meaning what? It means that when you change, if you're going to change permanently, it has to be holistic, meaning that you cannot compartmentalize your change. It has to be systemic. Now, I want you to understand that most people who come to me or who contact me or who want to be a part of this process are individuals who feel that they need to lose weight. That's not your problem. The weight gain that you have is nothing more than a byproduct of spiritual, mental, and emotional issues, as well as, atop of that, lack of information and knowledge. Your obesity, your needing to lose weight is the byproduct of something else. So if you are a person who is obese and you go to a weight loss program, you go to a program that all it does is it addresses weight, what's going to happen is a part of you is going to change, not the whole of you is going to change. And then what's going to happen when a part of you changes, then the results that you get from just addressing that part is not going to be permanent. That's why people yo-yo. This is the reason why people have gastric bypass surgeries. This is why people who are on fat shots go to fat doctors, and they keep going back, because you're not addressing the impetus of the problem. And the impetus of the problem are spiritual, emotional, mental, and lack of education. You have to combine all of those in a synergistic, systematic way. And you have to give people the things that they need in order to be successful. That's where the community part comes in. So a lot of people right now say, well, we want to get started tomorrow. You're not ready to start tomorrow. You're not ready to start tomorrow. Your mind is not right yet. Your surroundings aren't right. Your habits aren't right. You're not prepared. So understanding where you are. Why? Because I've been there. Understanding where you are, having an understanding of people, then it has to be done right. And the way it's done right is you have to take your time and you have to build out this infrastructure that was created within our village. What I'm about to share with you, I'm going to tell you why this works, but let you understand that this doesn't come from a book. All right. This is something that is my own work and our own work, because I am a part of the whole, the people who are part of this village. There are 5 things that have to happen in order to manifest what you're trying to manifest in your life from a physical vantage point. All right. The first thing that has to happen, any person who's looking to lose weight, quit saying I need to lose weight and understand these systematic things. And everything that I'm about to go over with you are things that are integral to the process that those of you who have a confirmed seat are going to go through at the top of 2023. And those of you who desire to want to be a part. The first thing that has to happen is you have to lower inflammation in the body. Most people are inflamed. All right. And you can tell that people are inflamed. How do you know that people are inflamed? They're swollen. They have gut issues. They have skin issues. They have excessive allergies. They're allergic to things and have all types of reactions and think that it's seasonal. No, that's internal. Okay, that's inflammation in the body. You have aching knees, joints. That's inflammation in the body. People have odor problems. The lack of hygiene of people is absolutely ridiculous. Even when you're exercising, the fragrance that is coming off of your body should not be offensive. People are inflamed. When you go to the restroom and you defecate, you do number 2 and you're clearing out the whole house, you're inflamed. When you're flushing the toilet and the toilet bowl has brown streaks on it, that's toxins in the body. You're inflamed. So when the body is inflamed, the blood is acidic. When the blood is acidic, it becomes a petri dish for pathogens. Okay? So when you're addressing losing weight, you have to do what I'm telling you to do. We've got to address inflammation. So the way you will be taught how to eat is a anti-inflammatory diet. So the way we will be eating is in a way that is conducive to lowering inflammation. All right, that's number 1. Number 2, if you're looking to lose weight, you got to balance your hormones. There are many individuals who have an imbalance of hormones. There are a lot of men who have too much estrogen. They got breast, low testosterone, erectile dysfunction, protruding stomachs. They got these little legs, big guts, male breast. All right. That's an estrogen dominant man. That is a man who lacks virility. And what's happening is you got all of these men who have high levels of estrogen, low amounts of testosterone, who are going on TRT, testosterone replacement therapy. So their poor diet is creating the imbalance of the hormones, but then they're getting bioidentical exogenous hormones in order to artificially boost them up. No, that's not how you do it. You balance your hormones by lifestyle, by lowering body fat. I'm 45 years of age, and I've got the testosterone levels of an 18-year-old. So when you hear people saying, hey, you're out of your prime when you're 30, that's a lie. What happens is the vast majority of people are out of their prime because they eat like crap. So if you're focused on losing weight, it has to be systemic. You have to lower inflammation. You got to balance your hormones. As you lose weight, as you lose body fat, the same thing for women. There are a lot of women who have unbalanced hormones. There are a lot of women who have too much estrogen, painful menstrual cycles. horrible menopause stages of life. Menopause is not the end of a woman's sex life. It's a change. But what happens is we've been programmed to think, oh, because I'm 50, I'm old. I'm 60, I'm old. No, you're not. You may be outside of childbearing years, but it does not mean that you have to lose your sexy. There are many of you watching this, you're leaving sexual value on the table. Now, let me ask you this. How many of you, if you had a house that you bought and it was $300,000 and you had lived in it for 20 years, but now it's worth $600,000? Would you leave $300,000 on the table? No, you wouldn't. You want every penny of that. There are so many people who are leaving sexual value on the table. What do you mean, Dr. Joe? What I mean is the version that you are now is not your best self. Some of y'all are really like a 8, a 9, or a 10. But because of your poor lifestyle and because you've given up on yourself and because you haven't looked upon what I'm trying to teach you systematically, you're overweight. You don't feel your best. You don't have the best skin. Your hair isn't healthy. Your skin isn't glowing. You're not in the best attitude. So you're leaving your value on the table. So here you are dating folk who probably aren't even in the ilk of who they should be if you were the best version of yourself. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? This goes for men and women. Some of y'all are dimes, but you don't even realize it. You don't even realize you're a brick house. You don't even realize how fine you are and how handsome you are and how much of a stud you are and how alpha you are. Because there are other things that circumvent the manifestation of obesity. It starts in spirituality. It starts in mental and emotions. And all of this will be taught to you. So you have to lower inflammation. You have to balance the hormones. You have to detoxify the body. The body has to be detoxified. Period. It has to be detoxified. We're eating so many things that are toxifying our bodies. GMOs. Most of the stuff in supermarkets are genetically modified organisms. I'll give you a prime example. Our bananas. They're all genetically modified organisms. Every banana that you see in every supermarket, every grocery store is a clone. It has the same DNA. And the reason why they all look alike is because they are alike. They are alike. Bananas do not occur naturally in nature that look like that. If you saw what real bananas look like, you probably wouldn't even eat them. Most of the corn we're eating are GMOs, wheat GMOs, packaged snacks. You go to the supermarket, 90% of the crap you get are in the aisles with stuff that has a long shelf life, which means that the companies can maximize their profit margins. When we're ingesting all of these things, the body becomes toxified. So we have to unravel those things. We got to unravel the inflammation. We got to unravel the imbalance of the hormones. We have to unravel the toxification of the body. Last thing is strengthening the immune system. People get sick too often. Every time you turn around, people are sick. People are sick. People are sick. And this is the reason why COVID was such a major and has been such a major detrimental thing. Statistically, the vast majority of people who experienced death or hospitalizations were people who were obese. The more body fat on you, body fat suppresses the immune system. It suppresses the immune system. So when you're looking at your state of health, it's not a few pounds. See, what happens is when people are going the quick methods, gastric bypass surgery, gastric sleeves, and this new skinny shot that I've already covered on Instagram for those of you who've seen it, these GLP glucagon-like peptides that I've already covered. When you go that method, you skip all of the other things. The skinny shot is not going to help cholesterol. The skinny shot is not going to help your mentality. The skinny shot is not going to help your lack of structure, discipline. Gastric bypass surgery is not going to help your appropriate relationship with food, establishing an appropriate relationship with food. Meaning what? That I am healthily engaging with my food. I had an improper relationship with food. I was the type of person, I could not go on vacation without splurging, without eating and gorging myself. I could not go to a party without eating. If I went to a social event, I had to eat. But it's when I reestablished my relationship with food to where I understood that the purpose of food is to bring life and energy. And it must be done in an appropriate way. So what you are preparing to go through is a systematic thing that you'll be going through. It's 6:16. Let me tell you number 2, then I'm gonna get to the how, whys, and stuff. To all of you all who are registered, first of all, congratulations, and we look forward to working with you. Stay connected. We're going to be sending you push notifications. Many of you all are getting the emails. Download the app on your phone. If you don't know how to download the app, you have to go back to the dashboard. The only thing that you do is you go back to your registration. You go into your system that you created that password, and you'll be able to follow the prompts on how to download the app. All right. But what we're going to do is this. Let me tell you what's going to be next. When we get through registration this week, next week, I'm going to give you update videos. In the month of December, we're going to start training all of my new leaders and coaches. These are the individuals who are actually coming through the Journey 3.0 Plus process. The journey is the subsequent process from the 40-day turn-up. So you have the 40-day turn-up first, then you are invited to be in the Journey 3.0 Plus. Then when you graduate from the Journey 3.0 Plus, the ladies become butterflies and the men become legends. I take those men and women and we create leaders out of them. A leader sits under the tutelage of what we call a coach. And once that leader sits under the tutelage of a coach, assisting him or her with their group, then they become coaches. I've got about 900 or so people who are actively in the Journey 3.0 Plus process. They are about to graduate in 2 weeks. You will be invited to be a part of that virtual graduation. I'm going to get to how you register. Y'all listen, please, and don't rush me. When I get through talking, that's when I'm going to tell you. All right, please listen to me because this is important. When those individuals graduate, then they're going to become leaders and coaches. So every group, I'm going to put you in a group of 10 to 12 people. We're going to put you in a group based upon where you are in the United States. If you're in New York, I don't like to put people who are in LA. We like to put people in the same time zone. When we put you in the same group, you'll have a coach and you'll have a leader. The groups will not be assigned until the top of the year. We're going to use the month of December to train your leaders and your coaches. And we're also going to use the month of December that I'm going to be doing and conducting special live sessions with you to prepare you for that. Just different informational sessions, different things to touch you, different things to interact with you, different things to prepare you on how to succeed. All right. These are all the things that I'm going to be doing. If one more y'all, let me tell you what y'all gonna have to do. Y'all gonna have to learn how to listen. If one more person asks me how to register, I'm gonna know something. One more. How about I just sit here? That's your problem. You don't follow instructions. Listen to me. I told you when I started this what I was going to do. A lot of people aren't accustomed to somebody talking to you like this. Well, get used to it because you need to listen because I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do. Can't nobody do this like me. You understand that? I have been in this lane for the last 10 years. All right. I know where you are, but you have to pay attention and you have to listen. Some of you, how do I do it? How to do it? I need you to listen to me because what I'm saying is going to save somebody's life. Okay. What I'm saying is going to save someone's life. All right. Now, let's get to the registration now that I'm done with that. The third thing, at this particular moment in time, I want y'all to listen to me. We have 2,300 people, give or take, who have fully registered. 2,300 people. Those are individuals who have completed all the steps, paid their registration fee, and who are in. For those of y'all who have done that, you have nothing to worry about. Your spot is reserved. However, if you go rogue, if you don't respond to messages, if you're not going to be involved in the process, and when your leader and coach at the top of the year reaches out to you, which you will be made aware of, if you don't respond, we keep it moving. That registration fee is not refundable, and your spot cannot be held. We made that clear on all transmissions. To all of you all who are looking to be a part of the registration process, I need you to understand this. One, the process is free, meaning what? Nobody's going to charge you to go through this process. However, you will be asked to pay a registration fee of $10, and I don't want to hear nobody complaining about that. Anybody who has a problem paying a $10 registration fee for a free process, I don't even want to talk to you, okay? But I want you to understand that $10 is non-refundable, and you cannot save it, meaning what? Oh, I want to go through next year. No, it's now or never. If you got a problem with that, don't go through the steps of what I'm about to share with you when I tell you how to register. All right? Now that I'm done, all right, I'm going to tell those of you two things. One, we have a limited amount of seats. We got about 600 slots shy from us being at 3,000 registered people. This will be the largest class ever. This will be the largest class ever. And the way you can get this registration spot is, number one, you cannot be an individual who has come through the 40-day turn-up, the journey, or attempted to go through the 40-day turn-up or the journey. Because if you do, what's going to happen? You're going to register, you're going to pay your $10, and you're going to get in the system, and you're going to try to finesse us, and then we're going to pluck you out. I'm telling you now, these are for newbies only, number one. The second thing, if you have not registered, meaning nobody sent you a register, at 7 p.m. tonight, right now it is 6:23 Eastern Standard Time. If you're watching this video or this presentation at any other time after this particular moment, just know that this particular content is dated. At 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we've got two other social media sites. We've got an Instagram site. It is Journey Life TV. All right. If you go to Instagram, it's Journey Life TV. At 7 p.m. sharp Eastern Standard Time, that's 37 minutes, we will post a picture with a link. You click that link and you'll be able to register. We will do the same post on our Facebook page, which is Journey Life TV. It'll be a picture of me that we've been using for marketing and a link above. Those links take you through the process. When we hit 3,000 people, it's going to shut down. Not to say that that's going to happen tonight, not to say that's going to happen tomorrow, but whenever that happens, that link is going to automatically go dead. All right. Do I make myself clear? At 7 p.m. tonight on the dot, you go to Instagram, Journey Life TV, or Facebook, Journey Life TV. It's already going to be scheduled to post on the dot. I respect people's time, so nobody's going to be up here having anybody wait. But I wanted to be certain that everybody was clear on that and that you have enough time, okay? For those of y'all who are watching me right now, you're good to go. All you got to do is when 7 p.m. comes, go to either one of those platforms, and you simply click that link. It takes you through all the steps, and all of the prompts will take you all the way through. You'll pay your non-refundable registration fee. We'll get you in the system. You have the opportunity to download the app, and you'll be good to go. Once everything happens to where everything is closed down, I will make another announcement, and then we'll start working on phase 2. All right. Now, understand this. Nothing starts this year. Nothing starts this year, ladies and gentlemen. You can't start nothing with Thanksgiving in a couple of weeks, Christmas in a couple of weeks. We're going to use, me and my team are going to use the time when gut and butts become gut and butts, Christmas and Thanksgiving, and we're going to use it to get ready, because you will be ready come the first of the year. The reason why I'm doing this now is you can enjoy your holidays. Enjoy your holidays Do whatever you got to do. But come the top of the year, you are my responsibility. If you are lazy, if you don't like to be told what to do, if you don't like someone who's holding high expectations with you, don't do this. I'm going to talk to y'all crazy. I'm going to say things that are politically incorrect, and I'm going to offend you. But I'm going to do it in love because you are my people and I am you. We are each other. And nobody else in our community cares enough about us to do for us what we need to do. Period. We as Black folks get treated like dirt on the bottom of the shoe. And I'm not trying to leave out anybody of any other race, but I've been very, very clear as to why I am in here for. I'm here for my community. Now, if there are people of other ethnicities, if there are people of other walks of life, you are welcome. However, understand that my goal is to uplift my people because nobody else is going to do this. So the last thing that I need are a bunch of whiners and complainers. You do what I tell you to do, or you keep it moving, or you can try one of these other happy-go-lucky, warm and fuzzy programs. Do that if you want. I'm going to teach you something that when I get through with you, you're not going to need me. I'm not trying to position myself in your life to where the only time that you have to get some information to know how to do something is you call me. No, I'm going to teach you so well that you go, you change your family, you change your life, and you go back to wherever you are and you live your life. I'm not trying to be no guru. I don't need nobody to follow me. I don't need anybody to put me up on a pedestal. I'm a flesh and blood man, just like everybody else. All right. And I know I got gifts and talents, but I'm not full of myself because of my gifts and talents, because when you have a gift, it don't belong to you anyway. I got what I got, and I understand that I'm supposed to use these gifts and talents for the upbuilding of God's kingdom. And it's in the process of working with God's people in this capacity that I'm living my purpose-driven life. All right. So I'm not sitting up here, if you don't like me, or, you're in your feelings, or you get mad, fine, be in your feelings. I don't care. I'm not itching for attention or for folk to follow me, because that don't mean nothing. I got one goal in mind. I want to live the life that I'm supposed to live, and I want to become an asset to my own people. When I die and they put me in the ground, I want somebody to be able to point to my grave and to point to that dash and say he used the positions that God and Black people put him in for good. That's all I want to do. So you got one or two options. It's going to be my way or the highway. But understand, me saying it's my way is because I've been where you are, and I know what I know what I'm doing. And I also know not only how to do it myself, but I know how to encourage other people to do it. All right. So I'm going to say it one more time and I'm going to let you go. All right. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. At 7 p.m., we got about 600 seats. We have gone through this process to be certain that we are as fair as possible. We started with our affiliates to where they could extend invitations to family members and friends. We prolonged that an extra few days. But we reserved some seats because there are a lot of you all who didn't know anyone. And I want to be certain that as many of you all can be helped as possible. So it's 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That is 31 minutes from this particular point in time. On Facebook and Instagram, Journey Life TV. Follow both of those channels if you haven't also, so you'll know exactly where it is. It's going to populate at 7 p.m. As a matter of fact, I can't schedule a post on Instagram, so I'm going to be holding my phone at 6:59 so I can be certain that when 7 o'clock comes that I'm on the spot so nobody's waiting. You follow those prompts and we'll be good to go. It's a pleasure seeing you guys. I look forward to working with you. I look forward to learning about your families, your children. I look forward to spending time, and I look forward to taking everything that I have on the inside of me and freely giving it to you. That's what I look forward to doing, taking everything on the inside of me and freely giving it to you. All right? Love y'all. Have an amazing day. Be blessed. I only took 30 minutes of your time. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Facebook, Instagram, Journey Life TV. the best ride you'll ever take, at least with your clothes on. Be blessed.